your relationship with what more would you expect from an organization like ours? And that way you can make sure you and your kids will all very useful. So please make sure you get an interview with Masters. He's very good at it, so it's about come here and have Jennifer.
I'm sorry, are these videos for internal use? I thought they would be something that we would
They'll be, wait. If you don't mind, this might go, if you have an objection to it, let us know. But the videos might go on our Facebook site, might go on YouTube. So,
I'm not trying
to just so you know, before it goes on, we're going to work with you. If it doesn't say what you wanted to say, we're not going to put it on. So you're not just going to get a footage and dump it over there. You want the videos to say what you wanted to say. I think that's what's supposed to be. So Jennifer is a marketing manager. I know she's got some really wonderful things up her sleeve. They had the official meeting of the marketing team about 2 months ago, and Master is also a member of the marketing team. So if you guys want to come up, that's the marketing team. So I'll introduce our marketing team manager, my beautiful wife, and Katalana.
So my name is Jennifer Palayan, and I'm the marketing team manager and webmaster, and Mike and some other people as well on our marketing team. The thing is, we're getting things together. We have a lot of talent on the team. We have graphic designers, video, people who can do all sorts of things. On Thursday night, we had a team meeting, and first we just took the time to get at the heart of really what is marketing. Anywhere in life, you're bombarded by messages, and you have to cut through the fog of all of that. And so we took the time to figure out, well, who is our target audience? Like, who are we talking to? And why is it, like, why are we even attracted to volunteer with UAA? So I think as a marketing team, we're realizing that we're like the heartbeat and the passion behind the messages, not just only to raise money, but to get the right kind of messages out and to inspire and encourage others. Through that discussion, Master had a lot of things to say, and Mike was inspired by some things. Is how we came up with this video project of really what gets done. And as we're thinking about who is our target audience, it really is us. You know, think about who are we as a person, like what kind of music do we listen to, what kind of books, what kind of visions did we have, what kind of goals, and why did we feel inspired to volunteer? Because likely there's a community of people like us as well that we wanted to attract to the thing. So that's where the video project came from, is what fits on for us in terms of looking at the organization going forward.
Well, yeah, just to piggyback on what Jennifer mentioned, was that we did want to make sure that we would come together as far as all our different talents, because it's our first meeting, and make sure that we were properly placing all of our efforts. And in that, we kind of discussed, our role within UAA, what draws us, and kind of our goals and our expectations of what we're going to bring. And we kind of, share some ideas for everybody, and then that's how
I'll talk a little bit about the video, I guess. This video is you get a lot of reactions from the personal side. So the objective is to interview you guys, get some personal stories, so people can relate and see that it's not just an organization, it's run by people, and people like to donate to other people, not just an organization. That's the real goal of this video.
And lastly, there's really important fundamentals within the message of UAA, and we feel like as the marketing team, we have to make sure that those messages are accurately communicated to everybody. We're reaching a wide range of people, So like we really want to put an emphasis on the communication of the messages. That's really it. And original content and the visual things, that's kind of like where we're gonna be able to draw switches.
And we have, different technical goals we've created, fundraisings, and we're gonna continue, with the technical side of how to implement those ideas, so we gotta first, just get it started, no matter what is the message that we're gonna be putting out there. Because we have different levels of audiences, we have ambassadors, we have board members, we have students, volunteers, so we have to make sure that what we're doing is uniform in the sense that we'll hit all those different levels. Thank you.
Does anybody have any questions?
Okay, first of all, I have to say, thank you to the editor for the leadership. And the step that you guys do is the right way, the right step. Because before you even start talk about yourself or UAA, you have to define yourself. Who you are. Okay? Why are we in UAA? Why are we part of UAA? Okay. So after you define that, so you'll be able to sell the image of UAA. So this is good. So my second argument is it's good to have fundraising goals, you have the goal funding, but before anybody decide to make any type of donation, they're gonna have to go on the website. That's the first thing. Okay, so my advice to you guys is to start with the website. Make sure that everything is on the website, including those videos. I saw your videos. I thought that it was great. I even posted on my website, on my Facebook page. So we can use those videos even to attract more people or more voters. So building your website, putting everything on the website should be the very first step. I know Ariane and Sam has been working so hard, everybody working so hard try to get some funding. But unfortunately, the first step is the website. If you don't have
Uh, One of the key things that we want to start doing with our brand is to let the group of young people, you guys are the key to the new area. We want the brand to reflect young people who are passionate about changing the world around them, because people respond to them. So in developing, the marketing team will be working with each one of the individual teams going forward. So if you're part of the team, the marketing team will work with you to venture to the world with the team as part of the innovation. But those are things we started talking about. Mark will be doing a lot more of that very soon. Can you just?
I have something, I think this is a good start. I was kind of surprised to see Jennifer outside, so I thought that was very professional. And I wanted to take
Somebody.
Well, thank you.
I got something to say. So I think that once we start getting more money into the programs that marketing is a very important part aspect of where we're going to go, is to get the word out to many people in different ways so that they can come across the different types of donors from whatever demographic background they come from, so that they get more support. So I would think that moving forward, we can try to put, make a bigger budget for marketing, advertising, to continue to help build and help the community.
I agree. Yeah.
Think of it, you're in the right direction, but just invert it just a little bit. Marketing is the way we're going to raise the money. So there's nothing more powerful than the world hearing in your voice what you are doing, what you're doing. There's nothing more.
That's really what we're going to focus on is, first, what is the vision? What is our passion? Why are we here? We're not just marketing to get money. Yes, we do need money to help kids, but we have to think beyond just a desperation or a victim standpoint. And then also, how do we sustain ourselves? If we're not attracting volunteers, people randomly come, oh, I do this, or oh, I do this task, that kind of thing. Well, that's not fun. That's not passionate. That's not why you came here, is to think like an employee, like a 9 to 5, like, oh, I did my little spreadsheet or something. So we have to think our talents and all that are invested because we do have a passion to help the world, and all the little tasks that we do are important, but thinking beyond, okay, keeping that vision and that goal forefront, and as the marketing team, we're the creative force that can carry that out, videos, graphics, whatever.
Hi, I said I'm going to put you full screen. Any other questions? Actually, if there's any other questions for the marketing team, talk to Jennifer, talk to
All right,
Mike.
thank you, Mark.
Please remember to do that interview to Matt. So we're going to switch the program around a little bit. We're going to skip past fundraising and events, and we'll come back to those two things. And Peter should arrive in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So after Sam gives his presentation, we can either, there's a Q&A, so that you guys ask some questions. So maybe we'll take like a 3-minute break, grab some pizza, grab something to drink, and then we can have a conversation with ourselves for maybe about 5 or 10 minutes, depending on how much time we have for us. So, Jessica,
Oui, bonjour Hassan, ça va? Oh, je dirais bonsoir. Tu m'entends?
Oui.
D'accord, ok. On va commencer directement avec toi parce que apparemment tu as des problèmes de connexion.
Hassan, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Everybody's waiting to hear what you have to say. Just as a brief introduction, Hassan is one of our project managers in Africa. He's joining us from Abidjan, and as Lee will tell you, he's been spearheading the program. He currently is in the process of scheduling a meeting with the representative of the World Cocoa Foundation in the Ivory Coast. So we're waiting for the results of that meeting. But what Arsene will just briefly tell us a bit about himself, a bit about the work we're doing in the Ivory Coast, and I'm assuming he's going to make himself available to answer a few questions. So Arsene?
Arsene, oh yeah, let's add that Arsene has a lot of experience in non-profit. He's a lawyer himself, so Arsene is a good aspect of the so far. He did a great job. So, merci Arsene pour le travail que tu fais. Ok, je leur disais en fait que, tu as un diplôme. Quel est ton diplôme exactement que tu as, le diplôme que tu as?
Une maîtrise en droit.
En droit, ok, diplôme. Que, vraiment actif aux gens qu'on a, sans papier, et que tu as fait un très bon boulot jusque-là. Donc voilà, ils vont essayer de poser des questions. Je vais faire de mon mieux pour traduire les questions. Et puis, bon, je serai entre vous, quoi. What's the first question?
D'accord, ok.
What is the first question?
Well, let him say something to us. However, just tell us a few things that you think we should know about what's going on over in the Ivory Coast.
Il veut que tu nous donnes un peu, un statut, en fait, pour le statut de ce que tu as fait so far.
Whatever things we should know.
Je pas entendu la question.
En fait, il veut savoir le statut en ce moment de tes mouvements, quoi, au niveau de la...
S'il te plaît, tu peux dire, il y a un retour, donc je n'entends pas quand tu parles.
Tu peux nous donner le statut de ce que tu as fait jusque-là? Est-ce que tu peux nous parler un peu de ce que tu as fait jusque-là? Tu n'entends pas?
D'accord, ok. Oui, si c'est bon, là je vois. Alors, il faut dire que bon, je suis content de voir tout le monde comme ça aujourd'hui. C'est
on va aller
vraiment
doucement parce que puisque je traduis, ça ne te dérange pas?
Au fur et à mesure.
Au fur et à mesure, quoi. Ne pas que je manque certains. Oh, he said he's very, very, very happy to see everybody that together. So he's very happy to see that. Ok, on peut continuer?
D'accord. Alors, moi, je pense que mon travail s'est accentué surtout sur la lutte contre les petites femmes. J'avais donc un projet, le projet que vous m'avez fait venir. J'ai travaillé là-dessus et puis j'ai fait mes inputs et je vous ai ramené le projet que vous avez, je crois, bien validé.
D'accord. He said he's part of the away team. So everything, we asked him to do, he did that. He sent everything to me and I. He talked to anybody he's supposed to talk to. So, yeah. Go ahead. Arsène, tu peux continuer.
Alors, j'ai travaillé sur le projet, je suis allé chercher toutes les informations sur le plan juridique. J'ai essayé de voir un peu la faisabilité de toute la campagne au niveau de la Côte d'Ivoire. Donc, au jour d'aujourd'hui, je pense bien que j'ai reçu le projet fini. La dernière fois, moi, j'ai vu. Le projet a été vraiment bien ficelé et je voudrais vous féliciter aussi, vous de l'autre côté, pour toutes les inputs que vous avez apportés au projet. Au jour d'aujourd'hui, nous avons été reçus déjà par...
Avant de continuer, je vais d'abord finir avec ce que tu viens de dire.
D'accord.
He said he received the final project. Remember when I was asking you to send me the final project? I sent it to him. And he said that he's very happy with the project, the final product. He said we did a great job in putting everything together. So that's me, so thank you for that. All right, so let's continue.
Are they translating that to French?
Ah, ok, ils veulent savoir le projet final qui a été envoyé. Est-ce que vous aviez traduit ce projet en français?
Oui, je l'ai traduit, mais je suis pas trop fort en anglais, donc vous savez ici la particularité des gens, j'utilise le mot juste, hein, c'est de voler les projets. Hein. Donc moi j'ai essayé de le traduire avec le petit anglais que je connais, mais je suis en train de donner ça à une personne qui est assez sûre, hein, assez sûre, pour voir si la version anglaise et la version française, que ma traduction de la version anglaise a été la bonne version. Ce n'est pas que je passe autre chose.
Okay.
Mais sinon, déjà, j'ai vu le contenu il est bon, et puis c'est bon quoi, ça va.
Ok, d'accord. Okay, he said something very important. He said he tried to translate it himself, but since he's not good in English, but he doesn't want to give it to somebody else outside because people tend to steal projects. So that's very common. So, but he did find somebody who can do it, somebody he trusts. So yeah, that's why they're still working on it. Arsène, je voulais en fait rajouter quelque chose. Tu sais, quand il s'agit de financement, il ne suffit, c'est pas seulement au niveau des États-Unis. Quand on fait le tour des fondations, en fait, des organisations qui sont prêtes à financer, la plupart du temps préfèrent que la demande vienne de l'Afrique. Donc, tu te souviens, la dernière fois, je t'ai remis, je crois, ce qu'on appelle letter of intent. Je t'ai demandé de traduire cela parce qu'avec cela, vous pouvez déjà envoyer ça. Même si l'organisation est basée, ou l'institution est basée au niveau des États-Unis, ils demandent souvent que la demande vienne de l'Afrique. Donc, c'est un point très important. Et il y a aussi un autre point important. Il faut aussi se faire connaître au niveau des ambassades. Par exemple, l'ambassade des États-Unis. Quand on a fait notre board meeting la dernière fois, on nous a dit qu'il faut nous faire connaître au niveau de l'ambassade des États-Unis. Tu vois, et là, c'est au niveau de vous, en fait, votre niveau que vous voulez faire ça. Donc, il y a quelques grandes ambassades comme l'ambassade de l'Angleterre, l'ambassade de la France, l'ambassade des États-Unis. Déjà, je vous ai envoyé un petit paquet qui contient en fait les brochures. C'était pas, c'était juste, c'était en fait, il fallait utiliser ces brochures-là dans ce sens-là. Donc, déjà, c'est essayer de contacter les ambassades, envoyer les brochures, leur faire savoir en fait que oui, l'organisation United for Africa est en train d'implémenter un projet au niveau de la Côte d'Ivoire et que l'organisation est basée aux États-Unis. Tu vois. Donc nous ici à notre niveau, on ne peut pas le faire en fait. C'est vous à votre niveau. Donc je voulais en fait, te rappeler de cela parce que je sais qu'on en a déjà parlé.
D'accord, ok.
Alors,
je sais que les brochures, moi j'ai fait traduire les brochures en français. Je suis en train de faire comment on appelle ça, les prospectus que tu as envoyés. J'ai fait traduire ça en français. Je l'ai déjà en version française. Allô? Allô?
Oui, on t'entend.
We can hear you.
Allô?
Oui, on t'entend.
We can hear you. Marcel?
Allô?
On t'entend.
Ok. Alors, donc, j'ai fait traduire les brochures en version française, je les ai. Donc, je vais m'atteler à faire ce que tu viens de me donner comme instruction. Je crois que je les avais eues, mais je ne sais pas. Au niveau des ambassades, effectivement, nous ne sommes pas partis. Mais ce qui est intéressant, c'est que au niveau de notre ministère de tutelle, actuellement, nous avons, je dirais, bonne presse. Nous avons bonne presse parce que moi, j'ai croisé. Je suis allé faire les dépôts de demande de partenariat.
Okay.
Le ministère de la Solidarité, qui est notre ministère de tutelle, a répondu favorablement, je crois bien.
Okay.
Et le ministère nous a orientés vers l'organe qui s'occupe de la sensibilisation sur les violences faites aux femmes. C'est le Comité national de lutte contre les violences faites aux femmes. Alors j'ai croisé le comité. Ils ont été vraiment très heureux de la demande de partenariat. Et quand je leur ai expliqué un peu le contenu de ce qu'on voulait faire, ils ont dit vraiment qu'ils nous donnent leur accord de principe et ils sont prêts à nous accompagner dans la campagne. Je pense que tu as traduit ça d'abord.
Right, that was something, that's a very good point. So he said he met with the Minister of Women and Children. So she was so happy. She was very, very happy. She said she's in.
Great.
Yeah, she would pass, so
Can
that
we
was
get-
very good,
Can we
yeah.
get an official letter of support from her?
Ok, elle demande, est-ce qu'on peut avoir une lettre qui dit que oui, qui nous supporte? Au niveau du...
Il n'y a pas de problème. Il n'y a pas de problème. Le comité national m'a demandé même de, peut-être de leur permettre de rentrer en contact avec vous, mais j'ai pas donné suite à leur vœu parce que je me dis que lui a une base ici en Côte d'Ivoire, donc nous aussi nous devons nous rendre autonomes et que tout doit passer par nous et nous on informe Washington. Voilà comment on le pense. En fait, donc on peut peut-être pas passer outre nous et puis vous avoir de façon directe. Donc pour le moment, j'ai pas encore donné suite à ça.
D'accord.
Mais ils sont pas trop loin du bureau.
Okay.
Si je croise la représentante qui m'a dit qu'elle est vraiment ouverte à toute discussion et qu'elle est prête à m'accorder un rendez-vous à chaque fois. Si je la croise, il n'y a pas de problème. Il suffit qu'elle va me donner une note pour signifier un peu leur accord et puis leur désir de pouvoir travailler avec nous. Ça, il n'y a pas de problème.
En fait, au niveau de d'ici, notre programme manager, elle demande une lettre officielle de la part de ministère qui dit qu'ils nous soutiennent. Tu vois.
D'accord.
So, ça, est-ce que tu penses que tu peux l'avoir?
Oui, il n'y a pas de problème. Il n'y a pas de problème, j'irai de l'autre côté. Mais avant, ce qu'elle a demandé, c'est le projet.
Elle veut le projet en entier.
Elle a demandé à avoir le projet final. Mais moi, c'est vrai, je ne peux pas donner le projet final sans votre aval. Je l'ai eu il n'y a pas trop longtemps, la dame. Elle a demandé le projet final. Est-ce que, avec l'accord de Washington, je peux donner le projet final?
Ok, d'accord. Arsène, d'accord. Au niveau du programme final, je veux d'abord demander au programme manager qu'est-ce qu'il pense d'abord. Et puis, voilà. He said they want the final project, but he's unacceptable. I'm not saying that government will do that, but he wanted to know if he can do that. He can do that.
I think I sent you the final program without the budget. Can you send that one, the one without the budget? Because do you think they need to know our budget?
No, I don't think so.
But what do you think?
I think we should copyright first.
Okay.
We should try to find out how we can copyright.
Oh, all you need to do is, well, everything's automatically copyrighted when you write it. So you can put the symbol and the year, and if you want to.
How about the ideas? Anybody can rewrite any
Well,
ideas.
with the logos, yeah, I mean, you can't copyright ideas. With the logos, we can trademark those. We can trademark the logos, but we can't, the ideas we can't do anything about, other than under US law.
And also, we never know. Maybe once they kind of read it, they might. Maybe
Certain
otherwise.
Everybody's back. So I'm going to open it up for Q&A. I'm going to ask you a quick question. Once it's done answering the question, two things I want everybody to know. During the pizza break, we're just going to use that pizza break as a Q&A.
Do you want to kind of have pizza right now and then ask questions at the same time? Okay, that's fine, let's do it.
So I'm going to ask you a question. After the question, we're going to take a 5-minute break, grab some pizza, bring it over and we can have a Q&A with ourselves.
That won't be fair for us because he can't have any pizza right now. So
Can we just do Q&A and then eat pizza? Because it's only 15 minutes.
Can we Skype the pizza?
do you want to Skype the pizza?
I said sorry.
Okay.
We know you don't have that much time, so we want to use the time you have with us as efficiently as possible. And at the same time, we want to try to get the program moving. So we're going to have people eating while they're asking you questions. Is that okay? Do we have your permission?
For this moment, we have pas de problème.
I think it was
Okay.
Well, that's all right.
All right, so let's do pizza and then.
Are we doing pizza with the Q&A or pizza after the Q&A?
I think let's do pizza and then do the Q&A at the same time.
That's what I think.
All right, so who has pizza?
All right. Okay. A couple of questions for Sam. Sam, we're going to open it up for people to ask you questions. But before they start asking you those questions, most of the people in the room, a lot of people are new. Practically everybody is meeting you for the first time. They've never met you before, even though they've been working on the program that you are spearheading in Africa. So just in a couple of sentences, because people might, some of these young people might show up in Cote d'Ivoire.
That's the who has?
Because you can't hear me. I'm trying to keep that to a minimum. Yeah, he speaks English. So some of these people might show up in Cote d'Ivoire to come show up on your doorstep. Is there anything that you want them to know about Cote d'Ivoire just for a couple of minutes? And then we'll take a break and then they will have an opportunity to ask you questions. So is there anything about Cote d'Ivoire that you want to tell us? Yes, comprehend.
Donc, du coup, comment on dit, c'est Vanessa pour translate the question.
What is the question?
The question is, in just a couple of minutes, is there anything about Cote d'Ivoire that you want us, everybody in here to know?
Ok, il veut savoir, est-ce qu'il y a quelque chose de spécifique que tu veux partager avec nous sur la Côte d'Ivoire? Tu penses que qu'est-ce que les gens doivent savoir sur la Côte d'Ivoire?
Dans quel domaine particulièrement?
En général, en fait, ça sera quelque chose, bien sûr, qui est en rapport avec l'organisation, avec ce qu'on fait. Qu'est-ce que vous voulez que, bon, ici, les gens sachent sur la Côte d'Ivoire? Quels sont les problèmes, ou bien, ça peut être quelque chose de positif également. Tu peux aussi vendre l'image de la Côte d'Ivoire, et puis aussi, en même temps, peut-être parler de quelques problèmes.
D'accord, ok. Merci. Alors déjà, vous avez dit, je voudrais que les gens sachent que il y a eu la guerre, c'est vrai, en Côte d'Ivoire, mais déjà, la paix, c'est vraiment, c'est refait un peu, comme on le dit dans notre jargon. Il fait quand même plus ou moins bon vivre en Côte d'Ivoire, il n'y a pas de crainte, hein, à ce que les gens visitent la Côte d'Ivoire ou que les gens viennent en Côte d'Ivoire. Depuis la session du président Alassane à la tête du pays, plus ou moins les choses avancent dans la clarté. La sécurisation du pays est en train d'être faite. Hein. Il y a quelques difficultés, mais en tout cas, ça va. Ça va, dans l'ensemble, ça va. C'est le point positif que je voudrais faire ressortir au niveau de la sécurisation du pays. Je pense que ça va.
Okay, did you guys know that the articles just went through a war? I don't know if anybody knows that. Did you guys know that? Okay. He said, yes, it's true that the country went through some difficult times, but today everything is kind of moving. People are going into a country for investment, and also in terms of security, everything is fine. So you guys can travel to Ivory Coast without any problem.
Tell him we'll take that as an invitation.
Ok, ils disent qu'ils considèrent cela comme étant une invitation.
Merci, ça me fait un plaisir de vous voir ici.
He can't wait to see you.
Alors,
You guys are off a place to stay to go to the Ivory Coast. They're going to take you up on that or so. Can you ask him if he's ready for questions?
Ok, t'es prêt pour les questions?
ok, on y va.
We'll just take about 5 minutes or however, depending on how many questions you
Who
have.
has any questions?
If you have any questions, introduce yourself to our son and just fire away.
I have a question. So, Jessica will translate for me. But
Introduce yourself.
yeah, I'm Priyanka Suryo, and I'm one of the project managers for Christmas Wishes. And so my question is first I'll kind of give a story and then I'll have a question. As part of one of my international alumni exchange groups, I met someone who actually is from Cote d'Ivoire. His name is Mr. Bambrele, or Salam Bambrele. He's from Bouaké, and he is employed with the Ministry of Education as a teacher. And I spoke with him, and he is very interested in helping out somehow with UAA. And I think it would be really cool if you guys got to meet. Are you interested in that?
Ok, elle disait que elle a eu à participer à un programme international et elle a fait la rencontre d'un jeune homme ivoirien. Mais en ce moment, il travaille au ministère de l'Éducation. Donc, elle lui a parlé parce qu'elle a le programme manager d'un autre programme qu'on appelle Christmas Wish, le programme de l'ITA. Donc, elle lui en a parlé, il est très très intéressé à travailler avec elle. Donc, elle aimerait savoir si vous pourriez, s'il vous plaît, rencontrer ce monsieur-là de sa part. De voir en quelle mesure on pourrait collaborer ensemble, quoi.
And he also works on cleanup issues, like we made
Ok, vraiment je voudrais lui dire merci. Je suis content de coller des visages de différents noms que j'ai vus dans mes mails. Ça me fait plaisir vraiment de voir tout le monde. Moi j'ai un principe, hein. On travaille tous ensemble. Il est évident que qu'elle ne peut pas toucher du doigt ici en Côte d'Ivoire. Moi je suis là. Il n'y a pas de raison que je ne puisse pas le faire. Ce qu'il faut faire, c'est de m'envoyer l'adresse, les contacts, hein, du monsieur, le nom complet de la personne et puis le service dans lequel il travaille. C'est ce qui rend un peu les choses compliquées. Une fois que j'ai ça, si elle veut un deadline, elle m'envoie le deadline, moi je fais le boulot et puis je lui fais le retour.
Okay. He said, of course, he believes in teamwork. Okay, he's available. He's working only taking weeks right now. Is for you to send him all the contacts so that he can get in contact with the man. But yes, definitely, even if you have a deadline, just let him know he's not working by the deadline essentially. But he's there for that, so he's very good. Okay. Any other questions?
I have a question. I wanted to ask you that, as a marketing team, how can we make sure that we include the efforts that are happening with the away team and everything that we're doing, especially as the website, because it's supposed to represent everything, you know?
Ah, c'est une très bonne question. J'allais pas oublier ça. Ok, ils font partie du marketing team. Apparemment, tout ce qu'on fait, c'est seulement ici aux États-Unis, on essaie de promouvoir nos activités au niveau des États-Unis et l'Afrique. Ce que vous faites, il faut qu'on soit à mesure aussi de promouvoir ça, avoir ça sur le site. Bye.
What did you do? What did you
It
say?
didn't happen.
He put us on hold.
We went on Skype together. That happened.
Message.
You said something.
I didn't say it. It says, that's.
Just so you know, there is veggie and cheese only.
All right, well, we're trying to get us,
You put us on hold.
This is so important, so let's have him back. No, he didn't. No.
Should I end it?
he's on hold.
No, he's.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
happened whenever we have
Okay.
a connection.
Sam, we lost you for a second, you're back. Can you hear us?
Do you know that?
All right, you can continue where you left off.
Voilà, donc il disait que vous, au niveau de l'Afrique, il faut qu'on arrive aussi à montrer au monde entier que voilà, qu'ils sont actifs au niveau de l'Afrique. Je sais pas, je vous ai parlé une fois de, je vous ai demandé de prendre des photos en groupe qu'on va mettre sur le site. Et puis vos rencontres et tout ça, on peut les rencontres, les photos, les images, on pourra peut-être utiliser ça sur le site également. En tout cas, essayez de vous regrouper au niveau de l'Afrique et voir dans quelle mesure on pourrait promouvoir vos activités au niveau de l'Afrique. Tu vois, parce qu'on ne sait rien, seulement, on ne sait rien. C'est peut-être que quand je vous contacte ou bien à travers email, mais même quand je vous envoie le programme final, je n'ai pas reçu de feedback. Donc la communication est très très importante. Ici, en tout cas, on communique. Tu vois. Donc au niveau de l'Afrique, vos activités, il faut qu'on laisse sur le site également. Tu vois. Donc essayez de travailler avec le marketing team et voir qu'est-ce qu'on pourrait faire ensemble dans ce sens. Ok.
Donc l'idée est bonne. L'idée est bonne. Ça va nous permettre au niveau de l'Afrique nous-mêmes d'avoir de mieux se connaître et puis de mettre ensemble, de travailler en synergie et puis essayer de voir ce qu'on peut faire pour faire avancer la fondation. Mais tout comme fait les institutions viennent de le dire, comme toujours, les institutions viennent de la base. Une fois que les institutions viennent de la base, on peut travailler. Mais au niveau de l'Afrique, c'est une bonne idée.
Attends,
Axel, déjà le chef de la Côte d'Ivoire.
Axel, je ne te coupe pas la parole, mais je voulais un peu rectifier ce petit point que tu viens de poser là. Parce que c'est vrai que les consignes viennent de la base, mais ici, tu sais que nous, on a l'esprit un peu américain, quoi. On est très, on est ce qu'on appelle libre, tu comprends? Tu sais que tu as ton équipe, c'est à toi de former ton équipe. Tu n'as pas besoin de consignes de manière détaillée, en fait. On te donne l'idée générale de ce qu'on veut. Tu vois, il y a des organisations au niveau de l'Afrique. Ils font comment pour se faire développer, en fait. Ils ne sont pas obligés d'avoir des bases aux États-Unis. Tout ce que tu as fait, si tu veux entreprendre quelque chose, tu essaies de nous envoyer un email. Même moi, je suis la directrice générale, mais écoute, je ne vais pas les suivre, leur demander de faire des trucs détaillés. Ils sont quand même assez intelligents. Donc, ce qu'on a fait, c'est qu'on a divisé le groupe. Il y a le groupe de marketing, il y a le groupe de d'un projet. Donc, le project manager elle-même, elle fait son plan et puis elle nous soumet ça au board et puis on essaie d'approuver, tu vois. Donc, tu es en charge au niveau de l'Afrique, tu vois. Essaie de voir les autres ONG. Qu'est-ce que vous avez fait pour pouvoir avoir tel financement? Qu'est-ce que vous avez fait pour vous faire connaître? Vraiment, essayez de vous organiser au niveau de l'Afrique. Puis, vos idées, partagez vos idées avec nous. À nous maintenant d'approuver ou pas, tu vois. Vous n'avez pas vraiment besoin d'attendre des consignes détaillées. Nous, on ne fait pas ça. Ce qu'on appelle, on ne bosse pas les gens, quoi. Tu comprends un peu? On ne fait pas ça ici. Tu vois, même ici, même dans le groupe, il n'y a pas de monsieur, oh madame, on ne fait pas ça. Nous sommes tous des amis et on essaie de travailler ensemble quand même. Je comprends, hein, c'est la Côte d'Ivoire. Vous avez beaucoup de manières, quoi.
D'accord, ok. Alors, s'il te plaît, en début, il y a quelqu'un qui a posé une question de savoir un peu quelques difficultés au niveau de la Côte d'Ivoire. Je pense que une fois que je l'avais soulevé, pardon, cette difficulté, moi je travaille actuellement avec le SARA, qui est le service d'aide et d'assistance aux réfugiés. Je crois bien que dans un mail, j'avais estimé cette difficulté-là qu'a l'État de Côte d'Ivoire actuellement.
Okay.
Et c'est vraiment une épine, comme on l'a dit, c'est une épine vraiment pour l'État de Côte d'Ivoire. C'est ce qu'on appelle les AGR, les activités rémunératrices de revenus, pour les personnes qui ont fui la guerre et qui sont retournées au pays.
Okay.
Normalement, l'État de Côte d'Ivoire doit les aider à s'implanter. Et quand ils viennent, c'est ce qu'on leur avait promis. Et au jour d'aujourd'hui, de par nous, notre position et de par ce que nous faisons pour une aide en Afrique, surtout en Côte d'Ivoire, je pense que C'est un projet qui tient à cœur à l'État de Côte d'Ivoire et toute implication dans ce domaine-là va attirer l'attention de tout le gouvernement ivoirien. Parce qu'aujourd'hui, il y a des difficultés pour ce financement-là. Si on oriente nos désirs, si on peut orienter nos désirs sur ce plan-là, je pense que nous serons beaucoup écoutés aussi et beaucoup sollicités. Ça pourrait être peut-être un peu chaud. Je le pose comme ça, comme difficulté simplement. C'est à toute l'Assemblée d'évaluer et de voir. Voici une des difficultés que je voulais souligner.
Okay.
Before Jessica translates, I just want to ask a quick question because in the interest of time, I want to know how many more questions. Do you have time, once Jessica translates, do you have time for 2 more questions?
I think so. He can stay on.
Right. You can't stay on.
No, not with him, but
Yeah.
he can stay on.
Yeah, I just want to make sure he's got time for 2 more questions. Do you have time for 2 more questions from us?
Arsène,
Oui.
il demande si tu as assez de temps pour deux questions supplémentaires.
Oui, il n'y a pas de problème. Deux autres questions, il n'y a pas de problème.
Here's what I want to do, because people who are already team members have access to Ascend. We're going to have 2 questions after the translation, so I want to give the opportunity to people who are coming for the first time. So if you have any questions for him, we're going to give you priority, and then hopefully you can stay beyond, because we have a couple more presentations that we have to go over. If you can stay beyond and you want to have conversations with him afterwards, you can do that.
Okay, and he can stay on.
If you can stay on afterwards. Yeah.
You know what? I don't even have to go through because the question he just asked is beyond our time.
Okay.
He has to go, to the board.
Okay.
So I'm going to go. Arsène, tu sais, à chaque fois qu'on doit créer un nouveau programme, moi j'ai pas cette autorité-là en fait. Ici, notre organisation est une organisation, ce qu'on appelle non-profit. C'est une organisation publique gouvernée par les board members. À chaque fois qu'on doit faire un partenariat ou bien à chaque fois qu'on doit créer un nouveau programme, ça doit passer par le board. Ils doivent approuver cela. Mais je vais tenir compte de cela à notre prochaine réunion avec le board et je leur parlerai de ça. Je sais que tu m'en as déjà parlé avant. Il n'y a pas de problème, on va essayer de mettre pendant ce temps le projet qu'on a déjà, essayons de faire vendre d'abord ce projet-là. Et puis plus tard, on va essayer de voir dans quelle mesure on pourrait peut-être assister le gouvernement par rapport à ce problème-là. Quand j'ai rencontré également Madame la ministre de l'enfant et de la famille, de la solidarité, elle m'a également parlé d'un problème sérieux qui est, comme on appelle, les grossesses en milieu scolaire. Bon, elle m'a dit que c'est un problème vraiment qui la dérange et puis elle aimerait savoir dans quelle mesure l'organisation pourrait intervenir. Donc il y a beaucoup de problèmes, ça je le sais. Mais malheureusement, on ne peut pas travailler sur tous les problèmes en même temps. Mais je vois que tu insistes beaucoup sur ce problème particulier. Après la réunion, je vais essayer de consulter avec mes projects, les programmes managers, et puis essayer de voir s'il y a la possibilité de peut-être créer un autre programme par rapport à cela. Donc, comme on n'a pas assez de temps, on va passer à d'autres questions rapidement. OK? Do you have any other questions, guys?
2 more questions.
2 more questions? Do you have any? No?
Any questions for us? Any?
Okay.
2 questions from anywhere? Any questions from anybody? Hassan? That's fine. I just wanted to thank him for taking his time. Hassan, you've been very wonderful. You've been very informative. You've given us so much information. Our audience here is going to take all the time they need to process that information. And with your permission, I can tell them that if they have any questions for you, they can email those questions to you directly. Should I give everybody the permission to email you directly?
Okay. Arsène?
Ouais.
Il te dit merci. Ton intervention a été vraiment productive. Ok, il te dit merci pour cela. Mais bon, ça, c'est une réunion. Donc, il veut savoir si tu lui donnes la permission. Est-ce que tu peux donner la permission à ce que tout le monde ici puisse communiquer avec toi par email?
Ouais, mais moi, c'est un plaisir pour moi. Hein.
Non, écoute, ici,
C'est vraiment un plaisir pour moi. Je suis content vraiment de vous voir. C'est la première fois que je vois tout le monde comme ça. Et j'arrive à mettre des... Vous avez vu le visage de la dame qui m'a posé la question tout à l'heure. Je suis vraiment content. Et j'attends les mails. Bon, malheureusement, quand ça vient en anglais. Donc, j'ai quelques temps, au moins c'est un jour pour traduire. Sinon, vraiment, je suis ouvert, comme on le dit. Je suis open. Voilà, je suis ouvert à.
Right, he's open.
Yeah, Felicia, any questions beyond now for Sam, we'll provide his email. You can speak directly. The way the organization functions, we talk open, we can talk to anybody, we can talk to it's one single team. So whatever you're comfortable with. Thank you so much, Sam. Can we get a round of applause for Sam?
Arsène, tu peux rester assistant à la réunion comme tu veux, il n'y a pas de problème, quoi.
Oui, mais je vais me déconnecter 15 minutes.
Et puis revenir, quoi, d'accord.
Ouais,
Okay.
Oui, pour un besoin et puis je reviens.
All right, no problem.
Thank you so much, Hassan.
Thank you, Arsène.
Okay.
All right, just a couple of announcements and then we'll switch back to the program. You each have some post-it notes in front of you and some pens. If you look in the back over there, there's some problems or questions that we have that we need your input on. There's 3 questions over there. So read the questions, we value your opinion, we want to be able to stay connected with you, we want to be able to find a way that UAA can work with you to meet your own personal goals. And we want this meetings, not just the volunteer meetings, but each team has their own individual meetings. So the marketing meeting will be meeting once a week, and we can get the details from Jen. The fundraising team meets every Friday by Google Hangout. So a lot of our meetings are by Google Hangout. So it doesn't matter where you are, you can join us. So if there are certain things that any team you would like to be a part of, or if there's more information about UAA that you would like to get, or more things that you think we should discuss at our meetings, you can just put up these suggestions so that you know your voice will be heard. We want you to think about this organization as yours. Well, just put your name on it. If you don't feel like putting your name on it, just put your suggestions on that post-it note, put it on those post-it boards, and we'll try to take all of these ideas into consideration to go forward. So we're going to switch back to the fundraising team. Just in the interest of time, because I want us to be really effective here, I'll just have everybody on the fundraising team just come forward. Lee's team, the away team. Liu is the project manager for the away program. We don't have Rachel here, but we have Matt. Peter Holtz, or Jim.
Yeah. He's a future senator. He has my voice. Yeah, he can. Yeah, I told him that before.
I'm working on my job. Christmas wishes to Younger, if you guys can just come up. So we'll just make it a bit official. We don't have Aria here. Oh, hi. Nice to meet you. We have me on school supplies, so I'm up here. Sam Auschwitz. Priyanka is the person that does everything, so once you guys get to know Priyanka, so as you can see, she's also the operating expenses person. So if we can figure out a way to split her into 2, it will be very helpful for us. So let's start with our work, Christmas wishes, school supplies, and you can do operating expenses and Christmas wishes. groups at the same time. Get some Q&A and go from there.
Yeah. So I am the program manager for OS Africans, working to address, respond to, and end violence against women. And it's a big campaign. There are a lot of different components to where there's primary school outreach, there are conferences at the high school and university level, there are soccer games to reach out to women in more local communities in Cote d'Ivoire. And there's a media campaign that involves billboards and advertising. So it's a really big campaign. And we're hoping we'll be able to get money funded, which is what we're working on now. And also, what I want to work on, and I've talked about this with Jessica in the past, is that we're such a big program, I want it to have its own internet program. So I wanted to have its own website on the main website, and I'm going to have a telephone conversation with Jennifer tomorrow about some things that we can coordinate, because it is very important to coordinate with the marketing team. I want us to have our own social media accounts, so that we really get the aware and we're going to be working on moving forward. And I also, my personal goal is to be better with communication. I'm really hoping, I'm going to try every week to send an email out to everyone, regarding what the Aware team has done that past week. So in the future, everyone will be getting those emails to keep everyone just abreast of what's going on. That's my personal goal. All right, so Christmas wishes. Now there's two parts of it. The first, no?
Do you want to say something? Yeah.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Oh, no, that's fine.
I just want to say,
no, that's
I didn't
fine.
forget I do want to say that Matt and Rachel have been amazing. Rachel has had nothing but good things to say on Matt. He's been such a help since she's come here. So they're just great.
Cool. Well, yeah, I mean, she pretty much covered everything. We're doing the project, like she said. It's really, really big, so at least what I've been working on is kind of the fundraising aspect of it, less operations and planning, really getting in and studying like relationships with potential donors. Yeah, I mean, she really talked about everything we're doing. I don't want to hold you guys up too much with the fundraising aspect of it, but that's what I'm doing, so if you guys have any questions, tell me.
It's more or less easy.
Should we do questions afterwards?
Yes, we will.
Sure. So with the Christmas wishes, there's two components. There's the annual charity gala, and there's the actual program. Now the program, what it does is it strives to kind of bring hope and a sense of Christmas to children from a small village in Cote d'Ivoire, as well as an orphanage. And these are children who wouldn't normally get anything like that. We will also provide like items, hygienic items they would need as well. So these are things that are going to be very meaningful for these children. And on the other side, on the U.S. side, we have a charity gala that actually helps to fundraise for a lot of that Christmas wishes program. And so kind of juggling both, Erin has been really great with helping with the Christmas wishes program piece and sending out letters and reaching out to donors. And I've been coordinating my events team to actually help with the sponsorship of the actual gala. And so we've all been like reaching out to various folks in terms of sponsorships, in terms of donating supplies for toys, food even. So that's kind of how the two programs are split. Do you want to add to that?
I'm just adding that, yeah, I'm a grant writer, so I try and apply some of the other inquiries to places with get grants. And following up with them, so just make sure I get this out there. And it's pretty much what I do.
And the gala itself is usually at the end of the year in December, and it's a really fun event that attracts a lot of people, and it's held at the embassy. And so this year we want to make it even bigger and better, and to have a really nice program for everyone who attends.
Which one is it?
Cote d'Ivoire.
Just true.
All right.
Sir?
Okay, so I work for the School Supplies program, which is Secretary Manager for us. And my focus is also on grant writing and fundraising for defense. We target children aged 4 to 17, specifically in cocoa farming communities. And we basically provide the basic schooling needs for them, textbooks, bags, the general things. And we also focus on an awareness component towards the parents of these children to emphasize the importance of education, especially since this was after the Civil War. So, yeah.
questions?
Yes, school supplies in regards to awareness, especially towards the parents. Have you guys at least kind of like maybe set a kind of vision as to how you gonna disseminate the importance to the parents? You know, like there's like barriers to overcome there. The one that I can think of off the top of my head is the language, and I'm sure I'm like kind of sitting here just constantly trying to figure out how to overcome that. But like, is there any type of direction that you guys kind of want to go in regards to that part of communicating this towards the parents?
That's a very good question, and especially coming from the marketing team, that's really huge. Because ultimately, in making even people on the ground aware of the UAA brand, we're going to have to deal with that communication issue. Something we're currently working on, and you'll be hearing a lot more about it, is a collaboration between UAA and a professor from Clark University in New York by the name of, right down his name, you're going to hear that this guy a lot, Richard Ford from Clark University. Richard Ford has spent about 25 years running a really innovative approach to what we call capacity building. He's developed a unique style, which in the non-for-profit industry is very rare to come by. He goes into these communities, engages the communities in a dialogue, gets all key participants together, the village heads, just anybody. What has been amazing over the last 25 years is how much women in those communities, and he's been active, like I said, across Africa, in Eastern Europe, he just did a program in Romania. How women come out of the woodworks when it goes into these villages and they start speaking out, because the focus of those discussions is to get everybody in the community to participate and discuss what their problems are. So we're not going in there telling them their problems. They're sitting down together, men, women, children, villagers, no hierarchy. Everybody's voice is heard. So he's teaming up with us. We're currently in a conversation. Lee Barrett, who's the new board member, has been working with I'm going to say hi to Nita for a second.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Hey, Nita.
Rise and time.
Yes, hi.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
All right. We're just going to wrap up something very quickly. So if you can just hold on for maybe about 2 minutes, and then I'll introduce you to the team here. Can you see us?
No problem. Yes. Hi, everybody.
All right. We just spoke with Arsene. So we'll get you in the program in about 2 or 3 minutes. Is that okay?
Okay, no problem. I'm waiting.
Just to answer the question. So Lee Barrett is currently in a conversation with Mr. Ford to run a possible pilot project. We're thinking maybe October, possibly in December. So we'll hear a lot more about it. But the key to that approach is that when UAA comes in, we're coming in not to dictate. We're coming in to engage in a conversation. If that way we can get the communities to work with us. They know the community better, so they can tell us how to talk to or who to talk to and things like that. But this is something we're developing. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions?
For their work. So I was wondering what like the main method you use for reaching out to people, and if it's just mainly through like the letters that you send out, or you use a different approach, like maybe networking or more like personal basis, like talking to people outside of the companies that you use.
Are you talking about when we're doing fundraising and when we're doing, okay. So far we've been just doing a lot of grant writing. So we just send out letters to various companies that might be interested. And we haven't gotten any response. Actually, at the last board meeting, one of our board members was saying that we need to build connection, because as a new organization, or other companies are going to be hesitant to give us so much money for such a big program. So we really need to start reaching out. For instance, the U.S. ambassador in Cote d'Ivoire and people from the youth leadership conference. We really need to start reaching out and connecting people with that.
I have some. That's a good question, because I was going to ask the same thing. I know Sam and Ariane are doing the same thing. Sometimes I get bored and guessing. So is there, I'm just trying to see if we all can kind of think of something else we can do in addition to the spring writing. So is there something else we can do?
I think so. And I'll say that I've gone to a few urban things, like there's this, there's a Maryland chapter too, but there's a DC chapter of young nonprofit professionals. And so by going there, I was able to meet somebody else who has an interest in Africa. Maybe just leads somewhere, maybe it doesn't, but at least, getting the name out there, getting to meet people. And then there's also like other meetings where, they'll have networking events with young professionals or young nonprofit organizations. And there's always things like that happening in Maryland and DC, like everywhere. This is the place for it. So I know just by going to some of those things and just by tapping into my network, I've always been able to capture these people's interests that way. Recently, I emailed my great uncle who lived in Cote d'Ivoire, and when he was there, he had a lot of contacts in the French embassy in Cote d'Ivoire. He's a French citizen. So hopefully he still knows people there, because that would be a great support to have.
Yeah, I mean, one thing, I guess, starting off, what you talked about this today, one of the issues specifically with the WARE is kind of getting like the tangibility of the effectiveness. So, when you are giving out school supplies or you're giving out presents, you can say, I have this many presents that I'm giving out, I have this. Whereas a WARE is more, it's harder to quantitatively describe the effect of your program, which kind of makes it harder, especially when you don't have a track record of running this large-scale programs. So I think one thing that would be potentially beneficial is to not only network with people that have done this before, but try to maybe partner with organizations that have either worked in Cote d'Ivoire or run effective programs like this, because it gives you kind of an accountability that'll, be like, donors are going to be like, all right, my money is going to good use. It's not just kind of going down a black hole.
Okay, so can we maybe research the list of any other organization who work in Cote d'Ivoire? Maybe we can meet with them and have some kind of PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah.
I know,
can it be more than just Cote d'Ivoire, like let's say the neighboring countries?
Absolutely, yes.
I know that our son had a list of NGOs that he was looking to partner with, and I know he was having conversations with them, I think.
No, I mean here in the US.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, in the US. Can anybody from your team work on that?
Yeah. Should we each of our teams kind of work for different organizations that work on their vision?
Yes, I think she's in.
Oh. Okay, so she's gonna be the networking girl.
Well, not a lot.
All right, so that's good. Okay.
And
Lee, I met with the lady. She works at the let me find her name. Alliance Française.
Okay.
Okay, she's working on a conference on values management, and I met with her at one of the embassies, the Luxembourg embassy, and she's very interested in working with us.
Okay.
So maybe just money. I mean,
sure, I'll send you an email.
Exactly, so that you can get in touch with her and see how we can work with that. All right. So what else?
Yeah.
And also, I met with somebody else. He works for NASA. But he also has his own consulting business. He said right now he just signed a contract with the government. So, but he said he has another program focusing only on women in those villages in Africa. So anything we can do together, he said he's gonna go for it. But he said, maybe we can kind of go there and see the facility that he has first. I think it's very easy. So just, anybody who's interested to join me, let me know. He said up to 5 persons.
Okay, that would definitely be interesting.
All right, so just.
I'll just mention quickly and then I'll get next thing on the board. If you're interested in networking, there are 2 corners of networking movement that they created. The field of networking. The first is Jessica.
Oh, come on.
She did all the interesting.
The second is me. I say that because we need networking. So,
I mean, do you want me to invite you guys whenever I'm invited? I don't mind.
that's fine. We're just acknowledging.
No, are you interested?
She is.
Are you?
She is.
That's why.
Anybody?
That's
Are you
why.
interested?
That's why I'm introducing her to you.
We have something coming up for the Embassy of France. All right, so that's fine.
Okay.
Queen of networking, princess of networking. Thank you guys. Priyanka, you can stay.
Are we gonna call? Yes, operating.
We're gonna have to get SNA. All right, operating expenses, we'll make this very quick.
Yes.
Operating can be combined with,
I actually want to combine Mita with all this.
Oh,
Mita, operating expenses, and Shaw.
I want to finish with Bianca. Everything first.
Okay, all right. Say that again. You want us to go with operating
With
expenses?
Bianca and everything else.
Okay, after Priyanka.
No, right now, everything else with Bianca. Finish everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. Yeah. Shaw, no, you guys are what?
Okay.
Yeah, let's just, those are the only other things we have. And, Mita, do we have Mita or do we use it?
No, we lost him.
I don't think it's here.
All right, no, if we can get it, that's it.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, we're gonna, do the, that's finance and accounting before.
Okay, he's here.
Mita, why don't we do this? We're running short on time. So if you can just take about 2 minutes to just say to the audience whatever you want the audience to know. As you probably can see, there's probably about 10, 15 people in here. Can you see the audience?
Yes.
Okay. They've all been waiting. We had a wonderful interaction with Ursan. So if you can just briefly introduce yourself, tell us a couple of things about what you're doing in the Ivory Coast. If you feel more comfortable in French, Jessica will translate. I know your English is good, even though you keep pretending it's not. So feel free to use English, but just tell us a few things and then we'll come to
French because
French?
English is not.
All right. Feel free, monsieur.
Je suis Ernest Colivani et je suis agent de développement durable à ADM Cocoa. Et puis j'ai 28 ans et je suis content de travailler avec vous.
Okay, he's Mita. He's 28. He didn't have to say that, but he said it. So he's 28. And he's very happy to be part of UAA. Mita is working on the Christmas wish.
Oh, great.
Okay, he did a great job last year. So yeah, yes.
Just a few words about Mita is a man of very few words. So I'm just gonna say a few things about you, Mita. Mita has been one of the most amazing resources we've had on the ground. He created a YouTube channel for UAA.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
I was gonna
yeah,
ask about that.
yeah. He created a YouTube channel for UAA, and if you look at some of the videos he's put out, Mita ran an investigation with a team that went to cocoa farms and identified on those farms the children that were being used as slave labor, and that has been very, very useful in some of the work we've done. As a matter of fact, when we used that video, it got us in trouble with the World Cocoa Foundation. But we've been talking to them. The World Cocoa Foundation is a very big multi-million-dollar organization. So that's the work that Mita has been doing. He's a very great resource. We're very proud to work with him. He's got vast experience on the ground. We have his email, we have his phone numbers. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time for Q&A right now. But Mita is always going to make himself available if anybody has any questions about anything you want to know.
I have one question. Mita,
On the ground, according
did you meet with the World Cocoa Foundation on the ground? Mita?
Hello?
Mita?
Yes, I can't understand anything.
Non, je dis, est-ce que tu as pu rencontrer les gens de World Cocoa Foundation?
Je vous entends vraiment mal.
Allô, Mita?
Oui.
Tu peux nous dire si tu as pu rencontrer le monsieur de World Cocoa Foundation on the ground?
Voilà, il nous a donné rendez-vous lundi prochain.
Okay, he has a meeting. He has a meeting with the World Cocoa Foundation on the ground on Monday.
Oh, great.
Okay. Parce que c'est ce qu'on attend en fait, quoi, pour pouvoir finaliser les choses ici. Étant donné que notre gars-là, normalement, le président, je l'avais rencontré et il est partant, mais il veut seulement se rassurer que qu'on puisse, dans un premier temps, rencontrer son équipe en Côte d'Ivoire. Donc, c'est ce qu'on attend, quoi. Donc, je pense que c'est déjà un bon premier pas.
D'accord.
Au niveau de tes activités. Ok, go ahead.
Un grand pas, parce que bon, je l'ai appelé, il était vraiment occupé. Je l'avais appelé, il m'a dit qu'il voyageait, ça fait un. Et de deux, je l'ai appelé encore, il m'a dit que lundi, on va se voir. Je l'ai appelé lundi, on va se parler. Donc, j'attends lundi pour le faire.
Okay, he said, trying to reach out to this man has been very, very hard. So yes, this is a good step for him. The guy confirmed that, they want to meet on Monday. Yeah, so
I've been choosing this guy for months.
I just have a quick question.
Yeah, what else?
Would it be possible for us on the Christmas Wishes team to be more in contact with him?
Absolutely, yeah. Est-ce qu'elle veut savoir si l'équipe de Christmas Wish pourrait éventuellement travailler directement avec toi, quoi? Tu m'entends?
Oui, je vous entends parfaitement. Vous avez demandé s'ils viennent travailler régulièrement avec moi, c'est ça?
Oui, ils veulent être en contact direct avec toi, quoi, à travers email ou bien Google Hangout.
Ah, oui, sans souci, il n'y a pas de problème.
Okay.
Pas de problème.
So I can give them your phone number?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, no problem.
Awesome. Can you tell them that we're really, really proud of all the work he's been doing?
I think
He understands that.
Yeah. Did you hear that, Mita? He said he's very, very proud. We are very proud of the work that you've been doing so far.
You are?
We were just kidding. A round of applause for Mita. Thank you.
He didn't hear that.
Okay, that's what it meant. Okay.
I don't think he heard that. He said that we are very, very proud of the work that you've been doing so far.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mita.
Ok, Mita, est-ce que tu as quelque chose d'autre à ajouter?
You can stay on, or I can call you probably in another 30 or 45 minutes or so.
No problem.
Take care, Mita.
Mita,
Finance and
Mita,
accounting.
tu peux assister, tu vois, à la réunion? Tu as le temps?
on peut m'appeler plus tard, c'est mieux.
Ok,
Comme ça,
d'accord.
j'ai quelque chose là.
On te rappelle alors. Merci, Nika. À tout à l'heure.
We can keep watching this.
Merci bien.
Yeah, finance and accounting, let's try to keep this between the two of you guys to 20 minutes.
Okay.
And here's
We're gonna do
why.
operating and.
Here's why. Well, finance was the first, and then you go afterwards. We have this place until about 2 o'clock, and I'd like each person to give mine about 30 seconds. So I want us to get this done. It's 1:20, so let's, we have it after you guys, we have just one more item. And we're honoring one special person today.
Yes, can we just,
Yeah.
yes,
I want-
because we still have to talk about the meeting at Howard University. This is so important.
Yeah.
So we need like 20 minutes for that. So let's finish with this one quickly
Okay.
and then,
So do you want us to discuss,
come here.
you guys get started, please?
So, already introduced ourselves to people who don't know us. Power, I am okay. Shacha. And first of all, I want to, commend Shot. We're supposed to be working together, but Shot has been on top of everything in terms of keeping together finances, all the receipts, expenses that take place, the things that we have to do operation-wise. It's on top of her game, so to speak. So I want to commend her. We're supposed to be working together, and so at the current, right now we're in the midst of keeping ourselves in sync with each other. So, but I want to commend her. And so what we do is, we do the accounting. What we want to do is to be entering donations, grants, everything. And of course, we spoke earlier about marketing, how each week will talk to the marketing team. So I guess we can bounce ideas off each other and, make things flow in the way where we can bring money in. And so hopefully at the board meeting, we spoke about different urgent expenses that we can cover. Hopefully we can get a plan together to, take care of some urgent expenses, and then that will help facilitate the operations going forward. So I really feel with her because she has like all the things that you guys want to hear.
We also have Janine, she's responsible for our donation, and she can take it. And we also have a new volunteer, Mary Clinton.
Yeah, but she's gonna work in the
She's a CPA. Much easier. She will work with us in the next 2 months. We talk about mission and a number of the missions. We didn't receive anything for food supply program in June and July. We received about $477 for operation in June and $193 for operation in July. And I will make a summary for the donation. Just the transaction fee for total donation, each transaction. Also, you can see from this form, it's the detail. Yeah, that covers everything.
Is that on the second page?
Yes.
Second or third?
As you can tell, Shar is very detailed. So if you have any questions about, if anybody who's involved with fundraising, if you have any questions about how to process the donations that you do, talk to Shar. If you have any questions about accounting, that's the person to speak to.
Okay, I have a question. You just mentioned Vincent, the new accountant.
Yeah.
She's a CPA, right? Can you tell me so far we work with you? How do you feel about the work that she's been doing so far when you interact with her? Do you see experience? Do you see competence? Do you see all these?
She has no experience.
Oh, QuickBooks? Okay, she does. Okay, that's great. All right. Okay. And Shasha's going back to China, but maybe in 1 or 2 years, it will bring her back here. I love Sha so much. She's great. You know, she's easy to work
In
with.
September.
No trouble, nothing. She doesn't complain. She's so respectful too, and she communicates every time. Even if somebody asks her something, she's gonna call me. Jessica, should I give that person please something? Yeah, that's fine. So she's
You're gonna make her do a group of it.
no, she's more than great. I have to say, she's fantastic. Yeah, she's good.
Thank you so much.
And she knows what she does.
Miranda, you up?
So,
Operation?
yes.
I hope we have good news.
I wish.
Can you just, you've done events pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just go.
Finish the operation. So I started with the operation grant writing in like mid-February. And at first I was doing, a lot of the same things you guys are doing, looking to organizations and submitting letters. And then I found that, I often wouldn't receive responses or it would be very hard to follow up. And so I tried a new approach where I really just tried to get a hold of somebody in each organization. And if I wasn't able to get a hold of them, I would mail them an application, like mail them our letter, mail them our, some of our stuff that's not information sent, and I would just mail them. And we ended up getting an application from Clark Lynchville, and I was able to talk to them. And I would say that's like my first positive response, finally. And so we submitted the application to them, finished that, and submitted it to her. The foundation, and they said it takes about 3 months for everything for looking over everything. So that'll take some time. Got another letter. Unfortunately, they said no, but at least they sent a letter back. So I kind of take that as like, at least you mailed me back. You took the time to address an envelope and mail it back. So what I'm going to do with that foundation that actually mailed me back is I'm going to reach out to them and ask them, why did you say no? And is there a way that we can poise ourselves better for you to say yes? I will say that one of the most difficult things with operating expenses is often organizations don't want to fund you operating first. They want to fund you something else first. And then after that, they'll do the operating. Or they just don't do operating. Or, they don't, there's so many reasons. But operating is probably one of the most difficult ones to get a hold of. And so this month, what we discussed last night when we talked with our grant writing team, is that we're really going to try to emphasize our follow-up with a lot of the organizations that we reached out to, and try to get something meaningful and really focus on quality over quantity, so that we can get those meaningful things. Because finally, I was able to have a meaningful conversation with someone, and she liked what we did, and she's like, "Okay, I'm just going to send you an application then." And so we were finally able to get an application going for the operation.
How much did you ask?
For the operation?
No, for the person, the foundation.
Our budget is for the operation is north of 50,000. So I gave her the budget.
That's the one I gave you last time.
Yeah.
And do you know where she goes to kind of search on the website?
Yep, website. So she has all the website information. Yep. And then I gave her a few of our reports and things like that, and then the videos. Yeah. So there was one on the Christmas wishes that I think Mike made that was really good. That kind of showed like us on the ground and things we did there, and just other things like that, and kind of emphasizing that none of that can happen without a successful operation.
And Jennifer, on your website, going out to meeting, check news, like you see exactly what the operation
Question?
Did you get a letter from the Jim Beaches?
Yes.
I did receive a letter as well, and that was a rejection too. I didn't remember that was.
I'd like
That
to
letter
know.
came from the office in DC, so that was also.
But what I'm gonna do is, I like the project layout who's mailing me instead of a no response. Because mail usually takes like, you could, print out a letter, put it in an envelope, pay for postage. So at least there's like more involved there, and I want to at least follow up and see, okay, why, and would you be interested in maybe our other programs, so that I can pass that on.
Yeah, I like the attitude. Her attitude is when somebody says no, they actually mean yes. Or they're just testing you. So she goes after them like, you talk to me, let's talk.
No, I mean, I think what she does, she wants to know why. So that if we have to make it better, we do so. So, and Priyanka, when did you join again?
In February.
In February. She's one of the person who never stopped working. Okay. Even Priyanka has a full-time job. Can you believe that? Even when Priyanka has to travel, she's gonna say, "Oh, I'm still in. I'm here. I'm just traveling." So she communicates, and she's always on. She's always working. She's
not a full-time employee.
I don't know how she does that, and I'm very impressed. I don't know how she does it, but it's all about being passionate. She's very passionate, very, very passionate, and she's a good person. She wants to help. So personally, I'm very proud of what they're doing. Very, very, very. Whenever you send me an email, don't think that I'm serious. I know what you're doing. So I read all the emails that you send out, and I wanted to personally say thank you. I have something for you. I wanted to give you something. I have
since the secret is out,
I have to give you something.
we have item number 7 is outstanding team member award. And just before Jessica says what she wants to say about Priyanka, it's important to keep in mind that UAA is a review. And that's what the award is about. I know Jessica, in her own words, will say how much she feels about the work, but your work is recognized. UAA cannot accomplish its mission without it. But we also want UAA to help you accomplish your goals. So this is an organization where your voice is welcome, where your opinions are welcome, where your initiative is welcome, and where we want to reward and recognize all of the efforts that you created. And so, on that note, I'll hand it over to Jessica to say what Mark really said.
I said.
You said it all.
Yeah, I said it all right now, but let me say something. Sometimes I'm pretty sure that some of you ask yourself, why am I here? Okay, and I don't know who I talked to somebody about something. You don't find good people anywhere else. It's only with nonprofit because you cannot be a jerk and just decide to go volunteer. No, you have to be a good person to do that. And I have my own job, okay? Everybody does. But why are you here? Because you care, and it's here. My passion, I was always passionate, but after the Avoid War, I couldn't believe it. I said, no, enough is enough. I don't want to follow anymore. We need to do something just for the future of Africa. One day I was just coming home and turning on the TV, and I saw those bodies. I'm like, those are people. Come on. Leaders, come on, stop this. Those are people. I couldn't believe that those people were, the people of Cote d'Ivoire, the brother and sister of Cote d'Ivoire. Just killing those people for nothing. So I'm like, enough is enough. We, the youth, we need to step up and do something about it. That's why I'm so passionate about UAA, so passionate. And I'm pretty sure that you are passionate as well. That's why you guys, instead of going to happy hours, you decided to come here. All right, you have better things to do, right? So I wanted to thank you for that, and I wanted to thank Priyanka. Priyanka, thank you for your hard work. I feel it here. I wanted to let you know. Okay, thank you. You is the calling and planning of it.
Thank you.
Okay.
I want to thank both Jessica and Victor though before I leave because both your passion and your belief in me and like you guys always check in with me, that is really why this is happening. So I want to thank both of you guys. You guys are awesome.
Now we get to recruit your brother. That was the whole point of this. We're not doing that. I think that's it. Mike will be doing videos. If they're interested in the team, talk to the team leader. Get started tomorrow. We've got tons of work to do. Join the marketing team, get started on Monday. Answer those questions. Two things we want to be able to do. We want to be able to stay connected with you. We're not limited by space. A bunch of guys are in the office all the time, so you want to be in the office with them. I'm sure they welcome more people. I know now it's starting to get lonely too.
May I have your attention, please? We apologize, but the computer issues, we are calling technology management right now to fix the problem. Again, if you are unable to sign on to the computers, it's an issue with our network, and we will be calling IT about it.
Why is it coming out like fire?
Oh, can you talk about the new IT investment?
I was thinking, this is really important. But anyway, talk to the team member, get started on Monday. Those questions are really important. How do you see where they fit in your goals? We stay connected with you. If you want to be in the office, Matt is in the office. I was going to say, if you got bored and run off to Europe for 2 weeks.
Canada.
Run off to Canada for 2 weeks. We have to set Liverpool to do that. So if you want to work with Matt at the office, he's at the office. Sam is always at the office. Ariane is at the office. Shai is always at the office. So if you want to work at the office, I know the events team they're using some really innovative TSM, Snapchat. I'm like Asian, so all of these apps. I have no idea. I use good old-fashioned email for the community. You want to be able to. You can be a part of the team. On the smartphone, whatever it is, just be part of the team. Work with people that you enjoy working. I think that's the most important thing. So we saw everybody join any team that you like, and we want to have you on board as quickly as possible. Mike, talk to Mike. We have this room for another 30 minutes. I'm going to play one of Mike's videos so you know how good you're going to look. Well, I found that. Can somebody cue Mike's video?
I think you'll be fine. You.
Can you cue Mike's video while I'm saying that?
No.
Yeah, play Mike's video. Mike, why don't you play the video? I want you guys to see Mike's video, and this is really important. I keep struggling with video. We have about 30 minutes.
Yeah, YouTube.
Just give him 30 seconds of your time. He wants to
Reduce that.
yeah.
I think YouTube still.
Like I said, we're not going to use it on the social media page until you give us permission to use it. It's Mike is going to work with you today. We have a fantastic marketing team. But like I said, you are the face of UAA. And your passion, your commitment, your desire to make the world a better place. That's what we want the world to see. And if they see that, they will support us. So, Mike, it took Mike It took this video shot, it probably took about 5 minutes. So I'm the star of the show, right? So I'm going to, it wasn't because I asked for it. But anyway, it's about 2 hours. Humanity to Africa is a link between the resources that are available, especially in the developed sector, and the problems that need to be solved in the developing sector, especially in Africa.
We work for helping people in Africa make their lives better for themselves.
That's a
Positive change, impacting the lives of women and children in West Africa.
Girl just showed up. I am the fundraising manager. So my job is to find money wherever the money is.
Primarily, I do the operating expenses grant writing, and I also do manage the Christmas Wishes event team, and that also includes the Christmas Wishes grant piece as well. So I do a few things, but I enjoy all of it.
Right now, I'm involved with the school supplies program, initially trying to raise enough money for the 2014 program, and then working on a strategy for how we roll the program out in future years, so we can provide supplies for more schools. We can work with schools that can supply supplies for 1 year and then go back the second year and do more things with that school. Also work with the communities themselves in terms of building overall capacity for improvement.
I think.
That's easy.
Who's that?
So you know you're gonna really good in Mike's video. So
Are there things to describe to transcribe subtitles?
We should.
Yeah, because it's pretty easy on YouTube.
Yeah, we should.
It's just kind of.
So, give them a few minutes of your time, and we're gonna have a brief meeting with a few people who will be meeting with the Young African Leadership Initiative. That meeting is on Friday, so a few people will be part of that. So even if we can't get down here, we'll take the discussion also. We'll get it done. So, thank you guys. It's been wonderful having all of you. We have a great team. Join the team and let's make the world a better place.
Sam, do you want to start the interview?
Yeah, you'll just, I mean, we can mingle and just grab one person. And don't forget to give us your opinions, please. Just write what you think.
Can we have the logo here?
I can go to the. And use that screen because I'm going to put it down here. And we're going to use it down here.
We always take group pictures after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.